at this time, I'd like to introduce Tom Conflin, Director-elect for IEEE Region 6, who is responsible for this meeting, and he will fill you in on the details. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan. And I'd like to thank Western Digital for hosting us tonight, because that was we had a problem finding a place to have this meeting, and it actually is pretty appropriate because this is one of the old COMAG buildings. So it's fun to actually be able to do this, because it was Tu Chen's book that he's going to refer to here that he published recently, his memoirs. It was kind of the stimulus for having this meeting. And it started off with Tu Chen and Tom Yamashita, there he is, and Chris Bajorek were going to be on the original group here. But then we figured that's too many people from one company, so we wanted to get a little bit of variety. And the thing kind of grew like Topsy from that. So we've got 5 people on here now, and Chris in reserve. So he's on the bench right now. But that's right. And Tu Chen, of course, was a co-founder and chairman of COMAG from 1983 until he retired in 2000. And in '84, they were one of the first OEMs to ship thin film discs to the hard disk drive industry, which had been using oxide-coated discs for basically everything before that time, or more or less everything before that time. And he started his career at IBM in Endicott, New York, and then Northrop, Los Angeles. And in 1971, he joined Xerox PARC up here, and where he worked on the development of various magnetic recording materials. In fact, that's where I originally met him. He was working on cobalt rhenium films, if I remember. He went to the University of Minnesota, and he was making a trip back there when I was in graduate school. He was born in Taiwan, came to the United States in 1961 to attend the University of Minnesota, where he received his PhD in materials science and engineering. And he'll give you the reference to his book if you want to find out the full story. Tom Yamashita, right here, was also at COMAG. He was CTO at COMAG prior to his purchase by Western Digital in 2007. He developed many of the key components of hard disk media while he's at COMAG, and he's a holder of 24 issued patents on hard disk drive technology. He has over 50 publications, numerous invited talks, and he has an expertise in thin film magnetic technology, deposition methods, hard overcoats, and tribology, and he actually was a co-author with Tu Chen of the memoirs that Tu's going to refer to. Now, another guy we've got here is Leonard
Leonard Nannis.
Leonard Nannis,
Yes.
Leonard Nannis, who founded Grenex before its acquisition by Seagate, which was in 85?
83 plus.
Okay.
83 plus.
83 plus, okay, but 82 is when he founded Grenex, was one of the first thin film media suppliers. And he's had 40 years experience in sputtering and plating metal films for the hard disk drive and other industries. He's a doctor of engineering, science, extractive metallurgy. He actually knows how to mine stuff. He actually is like extracting gold right now, if he can tell you that story about it. But from Columbia University. At DesTech, he invented the waffle burning shed. He also invented the FACT, rapid disk corrosion test, developed combined sputter and plate methods for electroless nickel, used in many thin film disks, and was a professor of chemical engineering at the University of Pennsylvania, correct? We also have, there he is, Ed Murdoch, who worked for 19 years at Seagate. He actually came, 17? Oh, okay, it said 19 year thing. At Seagate, he actually flew out here from Minnesota to join us just for this meeting. So we're glad he made it here. He was...
25 degrees back there right now.
So wasn't that hard a decision?
No.
Okay. He was Director of Product Development Engineering and Advanced R&D, and in other positions during his 17 years. He led the development, integration, engineering of new products and various cutting-edge technologies, was involved in their TMR head introductions and GMR before that time, as well as perpendicular recording. Now, before that, he was at Hewlett-Packard for 12 years, where he led teams to develop a variety of thin film magnetic media, dual-stripe magnetoresistive heads, DSMR, and innovative tribological solutions. In 1985, HP shipped one of the first production hard disk drives, incorporated their own internally manufactured sputtered media with a carbon overcoat. So he's 16 patents, received his PhD in physics from the University of California in Davis. And then the last contestant, Yes. Is Tadashi Yogi, who started out his career at IBM Research. In 1984 at Almaden, he engaged in early development of thin film discs. Again, right around this time when all the thin film disc work was starting to happen, or starting to bear fruit anyway. There'd been a lot of work even before that time. He focused on understanding the relationship between the sputter process, film microstructure, and the recording performance. So he was the key player in IBM's demonstration of a 1 gigabit per square inch magnetic recording system in 1989. And he then coordinated the introduction of thin film discs into 11 hard disk drive products at IBM Fujisawa. Since then, he's been at various senior technology positions at companies such as Maxtor and Hitachi, and right now I think he's doing a contracting job with HGST. He has a PhD in applied physics from the California Institute of Technology. So that's our really sterling group here. But actually, looking out in the crowd, I've mentioned this before, I think it's probably somewhere between 1/2 and 2/3 of the people here probably have their own piece of the magnetic thin film history. And just speaking in general about this committee, there's a lot of untold stories out there. So there's, even in magnetic recording as well as all these other areas, there's lots of reason to come back and do some more things looking at various other aspects of media, of heads, or even of the channel. So with that, we're going to start off here with Tu Chen giving an introductory talk, Tom Yamashita, and then we're going to have a panel discussion with the rest of our experts here. So go ahead.